Imagine waking up one morning, only to find strangers with heavy machinery digging a trench right through your yard without even asking you. That's exactly what happened to me. And trust me, they instantly regretted it. I had just finished my morning coffee when I heard the rumble of machinery outside. Curious, I stepped onto my porch and my heart nearly stopped. A crew was tearing up my lawn, digging a massive trench right through my property line. Confused, I rushed over. "Excuse me, what on earth are you doing? This is my property." One of the workers shrugged. "We're just following orders from the HOA. They said it's for drainage." "Oh, drainage?" No one had asked for my permission. My grass, the flower beds I'd cared for, everything was being destroyed in front of my eyes. I felt angry but also helpless. I immediately called the HOA president. She answered, almost mocking, "Oh, don't worry. It's community property. We can do what's best for everyone." I clenched my fist. "Community property? That's my deed you're trespassing on." But she hung up before I could say another word. For days, my yard looked like a battlefield. Mud piled up, my kids couldn't play outside. And every time I walked past, it felt like my home had been violated. But here's the thing. They didn't realize I wasn't just angry. I was documenting everything. I had photos, videos, even timestamps of when the crew started. I contacted the city zoning office, and when they checked, it turned out the HOA had 0 permits for any of this work. That's when the tables turned. Within a week, inspectors showed up at their office. The HOA was slapped with violations, heavy fines, and forced to restore my property at their expense. They tried to intimidate me again, sending letters that I owed the community for interfering. But the truth was crystal clear. The law was on my side. Neighbors began to notice too. People who were once afraid to speak up against the HOA suddenly realized they didn't have absolute power. One by one, they started questioning their actions, demanding accountability. And here's the sweet part. After months of arrogance, the same HOA president who dismissed me with a laugh had to personally apologize in front of the entire neighborhood. As I stood there watching her read the apology letter, I didn't feel anger anymore. I felt justice. So if you ever feel powerless against unfair treatment, remember this. Sometimes the loudest voice isn't strength. It's evidence, patience, and persistence. They dug a trench in my yard without permission, but in the end, they dug their own grave of regret. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends because everyone loves a good dose of justice served.